Sorry, just forgot my mic was muted, but here we are. Here we are. Welcome, one and all, to my first Super League game stream for a while. So, just a bit of a heads up for people who do come in. It's this. I'm not showing any game footage. It's basically just me commentating the game. It's a bit of a weird concept, but no game footage will actually be shown, so it's just like a bit of a heads up for that. But yeah, definitely has been a while since I've done this. But the game on tonight is the Warrington Wolves up against the Leeds Rhinos, as Warrington, not a stranger to this channel, as I did cover the last Super League game I did cover was the Warrington versus Huddersfield game, which Huddersfield did end up winning. And this is mostly just kind of me trying to get into Super League, because let's be honest, the NRL has been a bit shit, because nearly every game is like a 40+ deficit, where you get instead of winning the Super League, it's mostly actually competitive. So yeah, that's basically me coming out here for this. From this, in terms of if I actually were to adopt a team as a team I'd support, would probably be Warrington, due to one player who currently plays for the team who's in the starting lineup, Jake Mamo. He is used to play for the Newcastle Knights, who are the team I support in the NRL. And they've also got had a few other players over the previous years play for him. One including the 8th Immortal Andrew Johns, who used to play for the Warrington Wolves for a period of time. But yes, that is what we're looking at today. So if we look to the ladder at the moment, as you can, I don't know if it actually will pop up. Need to scroll down actually a little bit more. So as you see, oh god damn it! As you will see here, Warrington currently are situated in 3rd place with 5 wins on the trot, so a very good period for them. 9 wins and only 2 losses. I'd assume one of them would have been a draw. And if we scroll up here, we will find the if it will pop up. Yes, it will. The opponents for the Warrington, Leeds United, who are currently in 7th, just outside of the playoff zone. Yeah, 5 wins, 5 draws. Have played 2 games less, but they did get a win in their last game. And then at the bottom is Leeds Centurions, who have not won a game at all this season, and are very, very probably much likely to be relegated next for the next season. But it's going to be very interesting, to say the very least. Is even still, teams can be very competitive. So I'm just going to whack on the stream because it should be live, and it is. So there is still crowds, as far as I'm aware. Yep, there definitely is, in terms of the current situation. So in their last round, Leeds did beat Leeds Centurions 48-18. One of the teams that have definitely been struggling. Definitely struggling. Haven't won a game so far this season. But yeah, so there seems to be some remnants of fans. I don't exactly know if the COVID cases are a bit of a problem in England. I have heard it's been a little bit dodgy, but so Warrington in their last game they won 40 to 14 over Wigan, who did just play last night against St Helens in the derby, and St Helens did come away with a win in that. I believe it was 22-6 or 22-8, something along those lines of the score. So we've got about, so it says 4:45 is the kickoff in Australian time, so we've got about 10 minutes before kickoff. Just a casual reminder, guys, no copyright footage will be shown. Basically, no game footage will be shown because, I don't know, the Super League might bum me in the arse and force me to listen to 3 lines for as much as possible because of England definitely going to win the Euros. But yeah. It is so the London Broncos, yeah, I didn't realise the London Broncos were actually still a team, because I remember there was like talks about them in the 90s, but apparently they are. So if we actually look at, I'm going to look at the Super League Championship or whatever the second division is called. Just gonna look that up. The RFL Championship. If we look at the oh, there's actually the official website. We can go see what the ladder is saying in that, because obviously, which team is probably gonna replace? Well, I mean, Bedford Super League, Bedford Championship, that is what it is called. If we can find a ladder. Tables, here we are. So currently at the moment, so a few teams haven't played still, but in terms of points, Featherstone Rovers have been undefeated, 11 in a row, but Toulouse are 8 in a row, and have obviously played less matches. Halifax Panthers and Bradford Bulls in the top 4. So yeah, that's very interesting. So I'm going to go through the lineups now. Just another reminder, just before we start, no game footage will be shown here. But so for Warrington, you've got Rutchford at starting. You've got Linham, King, and Charnley. You've got Austin, Hill, Cooper, Curry, Hughes, Davis, Walker, Mamo, and Thulis. And then the substitutes are Clark, Philbin, Akiola, and Butler. And for Leeds, you have got Briscoe, Handley, Louis, Oledzki, Leeming, Pryor, Mellor, Martin, Dwyer, Sutcliffe, Thompson, the other Briscoe, and Broadbent. And the substitutes are Hurrell, Holroyd, Donaldson, and O'Connor. I should have read the numbers out, but I'm fucking stupid. But yes. So it's a very interesting system of having, well, from an Australian perspective, like a relegation system, a promotion relegation is a bit of an odd system. Because there is talks about it bringing something of the sort to the Australian game. I know some people have talked about it, trying to bring it to the AFL, or the Aussie rules football, but to me it doesn't really make that much sense. So just look at some of the other teams. I do remember the Bradford Bulls, because in Rugby League 3 they were one of the top teams, and then you got the London Broncos. The Newcastle Thunder, that's because of Mr. League Sports, did a series with that team. But yeah, looking very interesting to see. What's happening here? Oh, there was also the Challenge Cup that did happen over the couple of days. Yeah, the knockout style tournament. I'm just looking at the 2021. Has it happened or is it about to happen? The Challenge Cup. Just checking now. Challenge Cup final day. Oh, okay, so it's actually coming up. So the Challenge Cup final, the 17th of July, 3 p.m. Obviously, that's going to be a different date for me. Castleford against St Helens. I mean, obviously, St Helens going to be very difficult to beat with their current form. But so it should be a very interesting encounter nonetheless. So in terms of predictions and just seeing on the form of how Warrington are going, I think they're going to continue their winning streak and get a win tonight. I would like to see my boy Jake Mamo get a try. He played very good against Huddersfield in the last game that I saw. I do remember he used to play for Huddersfield, so it's and I do know that Greg Inglis plays for Warrington, but I believe he's out because he did his knee. So there's a few different changes coming from nonetheless. So looking at the captain now for Leeds United, Matt Pryor, who is an Australian. So there's actually a few Australians actually in the game. So Lenski's also another player. It did read up on his on flash scores, which is what I'm actually using for the scoreboard, and it turned out he was Polish, but apparently it just said he's just recently made his debut for England. So it's a very interesting thing. Tom Holroyd returned from a fractured leg at Salford and scored first try in last week's defeat of Lee Centurion. So the real question is, because I know there was two other games that were also meant to take place today, but both of them were postponed, and it says it was due to COVID. I'm just going to search for what the other games would have been. If you go to league, the games would have been Hull FC and Salford, and then Catalan Dragons against Hull Kingston Rovers. So yeah, it is a bit interesting of Catalan Dragons because they are a French team playing in the English competitions, but then again, there is a New Zealand team that play in the Australian competition, so it is a bit. Steve Price, the coach of he's the coach of Warrington. Is he the Steve Price, the Warriors player? Is that the same guy? No. No, it's not. Oh, there's another Steve Price. Oh, he played for 2 seasons in the NRL. 97 for St George and 99 for Balmain. Okay. Very, very fair enough. So there's more than one Steve Price. So just we've got about 2 minutes away from kickoff now. Just a final reminder: no game footage will be shown, so it's just going to be this and that and that. So yeah, so I can't show the games obviously due to copyright because Sky Sports will do me head in. But so yeah, and if you feel it's like fuck this cunt, completely understand. So very close now. It did say 4:45 would be the kickoff at Australian time, so it's in 2 minutes, so we should be very close for the match to officially start. Yeah, a lot of people are wearing masks, but there is people nonetheless at the Warrington Stadium. So is it, just trying to figure out when when would the next game be for the Super League to cover. There is a bunch of games on for round 14. So Leeds play the Catalan Dragons, Wakefield play St Helens, Hull FC play Leeds Centurions, Hull Kingston Rovers play Warrington, Wigan play Huddersfield, and Castleford play Salford. And that will be round 14. So, a bit of a challenge for Leeds coming up, as they will be hosting the top team at the moment, and Warrington with a very interesting game as the Leeds Rhinos now come out onto the field. As they walk out into Warrington Stadium to try to increase them, to try to push to get into playoff contention. And here comes the Warrington Wolves now, off a very good streak at the moment, to wanting to continue that streak and continue their push to secure basically playoff. I mean, they are top 3 at the moment, so just having a look, saying where a win would put them. So 8-3, so 10-3, so a win here will actually put them ahead of St Helens. So they'll put them in the second place, but obviously St Helens would have 2 games in hand. Okay, so we're set to kick off now. We are very close to just really quickly before we kick off. No game footage will be shown because of copyright, and if you're fine with that, then we can become underway. So it's going to be, oh hang on, I just gotta flip the thing. It's going to be Leeds Rhinos kicking off. They're going to be running screen left. So Jake Mamo's on the field, number 18, my boy from Marimba, just about an hour away from me. So no game footage should be shown just about before the game starts. Just a final reminder before the game starts at Halliwell Jones Stadium. So the whistle sounded, we are underway between Warrington and Leeds. And it's Warrington that's going to take the first tackle. It'll be brought down on the 10. And now they're going to go for the second charge, and Warrington's only going to make it to the 15 now for the second tackle, as that is the number 15, that is Davis. Now they're going to go far to the left side here, but he's going to get wrapped up here, so it's roughly the same position on the 15 for the third tackle for Warrington. No, I believe that is Linham now, just shy of the 20 for the fourth tackle. Gain of 11 metres so far in this set. And there's the fifth tackle now on the 25 now for Warrington. And this will be the kick here. Kick taking place on the 25, and this will be picked up on the 20 for Leeds by the number 15 of Sutcliffe. Now Sutcliffe will get brought down on the 35 inside of his own half for the first tackle. Oh, looked like a little bit of a high one there, but Hanley gets back up and it'll be brought down on the 40 for the second tackle. And now Leeds just shy of halfway for the third tackle. And now Leeds successfully go into Warrington's half now, 45 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. And they're going to go down the left side here. Go for the centre, and it's going to be a strong, solid effort there by Warrington, but the referee, it's a penalty to Leeds. And it looks like a Leeds player is getting his HIA checked. There was a late tackle, and Jake Mamo is getting a talking to. So it looks like the Leeds player is okay from the late tackle, but there is the first penalty of the match. It wasn't Mamo, it was actually the number one that was Rashford. And now Leeds will get their first tackle on the 15 metres away from the try line. That is number 15, that is Sutcliffe. And now here's the number 10, this is Matt Pryor, who gets 5 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. Really good chance here for Leeds to get the opening points of the board, and there's a third tackle brought down short. As that's the number 14 of Dwyer. Now they're going to switch sides now, Leeds. They're going up to the left corner. And that's the number 2, that is one of the Briscoe brothers for the fourth tackle, still 5 metres away from the try line. Are they going to force the ball down Sentry? Oh, and it's attempted offload, and it was a knock on there by Leeds, and now Warrington pick the ball up on the 15 for the first tackle. No, 0 tackle actually, because it was a knock on. So now Warrington now getting their actual... Oh, it's a strip there. It's a strip there by Leeds, and they've gotten the ball back now. Absolute brilliant play there by Leeds. Now they're 15 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. And now Pryor now on a 1-on-1, which quickly becomes a 1-on-3 now. 5 metres away from the try line now, second tackle. Leeds now try to go to the left. Try to figure a bracket. It's another knock on there by Leeds. And Warrington pick it up again. Another bullet dodge there by Warrington. As Momo from dummy half gets the ball off. And that is the number 5. That is Charnley. With good post-contact meters, who gets to the 25 for the first tackle. Because the previous one was actually 0 for the knock on. And it's actually a set restart now for Warrington. So they get the first tackle now on their 35. And now here comes the second tackle. This is the number 12. This is Hughes, who will be held up on the 40. Still inside of their own half, Warrington. And that's a good post-contact meter run there by Warrington. Now they're 40 metres away from the try line now. A brilliant run there for the third tackle. And now that's the number 8, that is Hill. Just shy of 30 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. That pass looked a little bit forward there, but they're still continuing play here. Oh, a bit of a slip there by Warrington. Could have proceeded further. So now 25 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. The kick is high in the air. Everyone's watching around for the bounce. And it's taken... It was taken there by King, but... I believe it was a double knock on there. It was a double knock on there, but the first one by Warrington, so Leeds will get the changeover. It was the number 4. It was King who ended up dropping the ball. And now Leeds will get the first tackle now on their 25, and they're going to do some one-upmans, basically just passing it from dummy half and running straight. That is the number 8, that is Oledzki. But Carl Pruitt says, you think the total will be over 46.5? That's a bit... Oh, that's a interesting one to think about. Well, it's a very... Oh, it definitely can be. Be a bit of a risk, but might happen. I'll probably say 60-40, maybe a no, but there's still a sizable 40. So now fourth tackle now for Leeds, and they're going down to the wing here. As that's the number 5, that is Hanley, gets brought back to 20 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle for Leeds. And there's a kick. It's aimed centrally. There is a charging runner. It's a brilliant take, and it's a try for Leeds. That is a brilliant take there, and it's now 4-0 to Leeds Rhinos. What a try. That's the big boy who gets it. I believe that is the number 6. It is Luai. So kick over the top here, and the big Luai just rises up and takes it away from Thulis and gets the try. And just like that, 7 minutes gone, the Rhinos get the first try of the game. Beautiful leaping boy. Absolutely beautiful. Love seeing when a big fella scores. So that is the number 6. That is Luai, who gets the first try of the match. So here comes now the attempted conversion. I mean, it's right under the black dot, that try. So it's going to be a very easy kick. This to make it 6-0 as Reece Martin will send it over from Papua New Guinea. Big ups. So there we are. So just about 8 minutes gone. 6-0 as Robert Luai from Australia joined Leeds from Salford in 2019. Beautiful placed kick there to put a lot of pressure on Thulis at the fullback. And Luai just absolute strength to go for the one-on-one and then win the possession of the ball. And then kick off now to resume the game. And that is Leeds. I believe that is Thompson. He gets to the 20 for the first tackle. Oh, it's a breakthrough run there for Leeds. It's the number 8. It was Oledzki. Makes it to the 40 inside their half of the second tackle. And it's also another breakthrough here for Leeds as well. So third tackle now. They are 40 metres away from the try line. It was the number 15. It was Sutcliffe who made the run. And now number 14, that's Dwyer. He's now 30 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. And now Luai now gets brought down on the 20 metres out. Last tackle for Leeds. They're going to try to go down the wings here. Offload back pass. They're still running, but the number 24 of Briscoe is going to get brought down on the 20 for the turnover. Bit testing times here for Warrington. They need to be a little bit careful. So here's the first tackle now for Warrington. That's number 2. That is Linham, who makes it to the 25. Or even the 30 actually for the first tackle. That was really good post-contact meters. And it's actually going to be a penalty to Warrington for an offside. Yeah, about the entire line was actually in front of the referee. So here comes the penalty kick. And it's going to go out 35 metres away from the try line. So a full set of 6 here for Warrington. This to put them back into the game. After a very strong early start from Leeds. It's Curry now who makes it to the 25 for the first tackle. As he officially crossed 10 minutes of the game. And now this is the number 8. This is Hill, who's now 15 metres away from the try line now for the second tackle. They're going to go down the right side here. And that's number 23. That's Thulis now. 5 metres away from the try line now. Third tackle. So Ratchford now trying to get some steps. Still inside. 5 minutes away from the try line now. Fourth tackle. Warrington need to get the ball out to one of the wings. And that is Hill. Gets an offload now to Cooper. Cooper now running. Still running, will get held up 5 metres away from the try line. Now last tackle here for Warrington. They're going to go down the short side. Still play on here. But the referee has said it was a knock on, but he was going to be brought down short anyways. As the attempted pass to Curry has coughed it forward, and it's going to be a changeover for Leeds. So I believe that's actually going to be potentially, the first tackle's on the 20, but a warning to the Warrington players for an offside. So need to be a bit careful. So that's the number 5, that is Handley. And now here comes the third tackle for Leeds United now on their 40 for the third. And now that's number 24, that's Briscoe, makes it onto halfway for the fourth tackle. And Leeds now trying to break through a gap. It's the number 9, it's Leeming, who now is 35 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here. I pass it out, and here's the kick. And it is a high one. It's inside the 10, and it's taken there beautifully by Thulis. I will say that momentum is definitely in favour of Warrington as Leeds. Sorry, as Leeds are getting dragged back, as Warrington are getting dragged back nearly to their goal mouth. Should have been a penalty there for infracting the pass. Oh, brilliant tackle there by Luai, who drags them back to the 5 for the third. Definitely brilliant defence here coming from Leeds, as it's only the 4th tackle where Warrington leave the 10. Now that's the number 8 of Hill, now making it to the 20, and it's a last tackle here for Warrington. And there's the kick, and the kick only just makes it past halfway, and it's going to be picked up here by a Leeds player who will get brought down 45 metres away from the try line for the first tackle, as that's Charnley who made that run. It's a good wraparound. No, it's not Charnley, sorry, it's Handley. So second tackle, got on the 40, so now 35 metres away from the try line now. Third tackle here for Leeds. Going to go down the left side here, try to press up. I believe that's the number 8, that's Oledsky. 25 metres away from the try line. Now Thompson now with some good post contact meters, and Leeds are now 10 metres away from the try line. Last tackle. They're going to go down to the left wing. It's the third time they'll attack, and they get something to go through here, as Sutcliffe will be held up just short of the line, and it's going to be a turnover here for Warrington. I just realised I don't need to be wearing headphones because the actual game is on my phone. I don't know why I'm doing that. So here's the second tackle now for Warrington. It's number 5, it's Charnley, making it to the 15. And they're going to go down to the left of one upman's, and here's King now. Makes it to the 30 for the third tackle. And it's going to be a set restart here for Warrington. Good bit of play here. They sent it down the wing. They're through past the 50. Now make it to the 40. And it's a run there. The number 11, it's Curry who gets it to 20 metres away from the try line now. Brilliant play here for Warrington. And now that's King. King's still going here. He's now inside the 10. King tries to power over the try line. He's just short of the line now for the second tackle. What a brilliant run there by Curry. Walker breaks through, and it's a try to Warrington. Brilliant play there. They've been under the pump over the last couple of minutes, and Warrington have scored, and it's 4-6 with a kick to come. There it is, the official scoreboard. And Walker, after a brilliant bit of play there from the set restart, the offload by Linham, and then the pass out to Curry, who goes on a big run. Just all that from a set restart, and just like that, Warrington are back into this matchup. Just a brilliant bit of play there, and then so conversion here. It's should be an interesting kick, depending on if the wind is interesting over there in brilliant try there. So 16 minutes. So it's Danny Walker, player of the match when scoring a try in Wolves' 44-18 home defeat of Leeds Centurions. There is Danny Walker getting the try, and now for the conversion, it's going to be Stefan Ratchford. This time it's 6-all after 17 minutes of action. And the kick goes straight over the black dot, a textbook kick, and it's 6-6. So momentum has been in Leeds' favour ever since about probably the 6th minute till about the 13th, but now Warrington have definitely put themselves back in here. Nicola Henshaw with a 66-6 Warrington. That would be some scoreline. A very NRL 2021 sort of scoreline, I must say. And here's the first tackle here for Warrington now on their 20. Big 10-metre gain there from the first hit up. And now Davis now making it to the 30 for the second tackle. And now they've got some run through, almost breaking through there. But they make it to the 40. Still inside their own half now. That was the number 23. That was Thulis. And now short down the side here. And they're through again here, Warrington. Down the line. If he can get an offload pass. But it's bounced forward. Unfortunately there. It was the number 2 was Linham. Pass down. Breaks through a gap down the line. Gets a pass, but it bounces forward. But just like that, they can definitely switch on here, Warrington. If that pass, which just was floated a bit too forward, if that was picked up there by Walker, that would have been 10-6. So it's going to be a change over here for the Leeds Rhinos on the 20. And now it's the number 18. It's Holroyd now, the first interchange of the match. And so he gets his first hit. And now here's the number 5, that is Handley now, making it just shy of the 40 inside of Leeds half for the second tackle. And now that's the number 24, I believe. I believe that is one of the Briscoe brothers. It is. Makes it to halfway for the third tackle. Now they're going to go down the left side here, Leeds. They've got some numbers. If they can push out, oh, it's a costly knock on there. And Warrington will get the ball back 35 metres in their own half. It was a big 3-2 play, but unfortunately Butterfingers definitely took hold of Leeds there. So it's an injury here for Broadbent. His tackle play being brought down on his leg and his knee going the other way does not look good, as he actually has been taken off the field. So here's the first tackle now, as that is Ratchford. Makes it to the 40 for Warrington. And here's the second tackle now for Warrington. They are now on halfway. And they're going to go down the left side again. And it's giving it off to Linham again, who's down the line. Can he still keep going? But he's going to get dragged out of the field. That is brilliant defending there by the number 12, Martin, from Leeds. The second time they've attacked the left-hand side, Warrington. It's broken through about 3 times throughout here, so it's a definite thing that Leeds need to be careful of, but good defence there by Martin to drag him out on the 20, and Leeds will get the ball back. So here's the first tackle now for Leeds as they make it to the 25 for the first tackle, and it's going to be a penalty now to Leeds for Warrington being offside. They were warned about an instance a couple of minutes ago. And yeah, so it's going to be a penalty now to the Leeds Rhinos as we are officially through the first 20 minutes of the match. And the ball will go out 35 metres away from the try line, so Leeds will get a full set of 6 here to take back the lead. That ball looked a little bit forward there, but it's the number 18 for Leeds. That's Holroyd. He'll make it to the 25 for the first tackle now. 25 metres away from the try line. Now Louis. So it's Louis, not Louis. And now Martin, the player who made the tackle, gets brought down 20 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. Leeds now pushing in. It is Oledzki now, just a few metres away from the line now. Third tackle. Dwyer will send the ball to the left. Leeming goes for the grubber kick, and it's going to be batted away there by Warrington. So it's going to be a goal line drop out. Good defensive charge there by Charnley. It's a good pressured kick there, forcing Charnley to knock the ball dead. Okay, here comes the dropout now by Warrington, and it's a monster kick. It almost went 60 metres on the fall. It's an absolute brilliant kick. And now that's the number 18, that is Holroyd now, making it to the 30 for the first tackle. And now here is Oledzki now, making it 20 metres away from the try line now for the second tackle. Now Leeds are going to go down the right side here. That's Louis. Louis already scored tonight. Gets brought down on the 10 for the third tackle. So another good chance here for Leeds to take back the lead. Now they're going to go down the left side here. They're trying to attack again. And it's just short of line now for the fourth tackle. Leamy with a pass. And it's all gone bollocks, and Warrington have picked it up. Thank you, Nicola, for the nice comment. I appreciate it. So second tackle, Warrington still inside the 10. There's Jake Mamo, my boy, former Knights player. He'll get brought back to the 10, however, for the third tackle. So second tackle now, that's the fourth tackle, sorry, it was on the number 2 of Linham. And it's going to be an early kick here. And the ball will go out. It'll go brought out on the 40. So, I thought it was it a potential 2040? Because I knew there was a thing in the NRL a couple of years ago, but I don't know if it's a thing over here. But Leeds will get the ball back now on their 40. So here we go. Set now for Leeds, as that is one of the Briscoes now, making it just shy of halfway now for the first tackle. And now Leeds are going to shift it to the left side of the field here. They've got numbers here if they want to attack it, and their winger is through here. It's the number 5. It's Hanley, and he's gotten a pass off, and it's perfect there for Miller, and it's 10-6 to Leeds. And Leeds Rhinos under the pump a little bit, but have now taken back the lead as Hanley gets the ball out. So passing down the left side where they've had numbers in there for, they've got it off to Hanley, who keeps the run. Fends off one tackle and gets a pass straight off to Mellor. And it is now 10-6 to the Leeds Rhinos with a kick to come, but it should be a really simple kick, so it should be 12-6. Beautiful pass, flat pass down on the money, as the commentators say, and Leeds have responded. So it was Alex Mellor, the try scorer. Signed from Huddersfield and made a Leeds debut at Headingley versus Hull FC in February 2020. And now this kick here from Martin. This will make it a 12-6 lead now for the Leeds Rhinos. Oh, not Liam Martin, it's Reece Martin, sorry. But the conversion, nonetheless, has gone through. And with 15 minutes remaining in this first half, It is 12-6 to the Leeds Rhinos over the Warrington Wolves. That pass may have looked a little bit for. It's weird with like the whole when you pass it laterally and it's like the thing. The ball, even though it curls back, does travel forward. It's a bit of a weird one, but here's the kickoff anyways from Warrington. And now Leeds will get the ball down on the 20th. The first interchange now for Warrington as Hill comes off for Philbin. And here's the third tackle now. Third tackle for Leeds as they make it to the 35. Still inside their own half now. And there's Pryor now, who's being dragged back to the 40 for the fourth tackle. Almost a breakthrough there. Oh, trying to get a pass off, but it's a kick. Still running here. It's a play on. Leeds still going here. Oh, it's a knock on anyways down the line. That was very close to being a brilliant play there, as it was a really late offload, but it was kicked at by, I believe it was Leeming. And now Leeds are keeping Warrington now inside their 10. It's now the second tackle. And now here's the third tackle now. Here's the fourth actually, sorry. No, it's still going. And that's the number 13. That is Philbin, making it to the 35 for the fourth tackle. Oh, it's a big, meaty charge there by Warrington now, making it to the 45 for the last tackle. And now here's the kick. It's a high bomb. And Hanley will take the catch. It will be brought down on the 25 for the first tackle now for Leeds. So here's the second tackle now. They make it to the 35. That's the number 15 now. That is Sutcliffe. He makes it to the 40. Leeds trying to break into the opposite half, and they do with a brilliant run there by Martin. Now 45 metres away from the try line with the fourth tackle. They're going to go down the left side now, where they got the try earlier, but it's going to be held up there. So last tackle here for Leeds. I believe they're 25 metres away from the try line. And there's a kick up in the air from Leeming. And that's going to be pressured there by Thulis. Almost breaks through. That looked a little bit high there, but it's play on here. But it's going to be a penalty anyways. That's a penalty for the offside regardless. Thulis was the number 18. It was Holroyd. I thought it was a high shot, but it was an offside anyways. Thank you very much, Nicola, for the very nice comments. So a penalty now for Warrington. So from the 30, it's not going to go in very far, and it'll make it just shy of halfway for the full set of 6 now for the Wolves. So here's the first tackle now. They're 40 metres away from the try line now, Warrington. There's Walker with a dummy. Sees a gap. He's still going. Oh, and he tries to get an offload off. And it's a knock on. And that's going to be number 12. That's going to be Martin, who picks the ball up on the 30 for the 0 tackle. And now Leeds will actually get the first tackle now, just shy of halfway. Brilliant breakthrough there for Clark, and the pass just goes Hayward. So here's the second tackle now for Leeds now, 45 metres away from the try line. No, it's not. Still going on. Referee is not caught held for that. And now it's the number 14. It's Dwyer now, makes it 35 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. 52 metres gained from those 3 plays. Now it's number 15. That's Sutcliffe now, 20 metres away from the try line. Third tackle. Louis gives a bit of a hospital pass there to Reece Martin. Now 10 metres away from the try line now. Fourth tackle for Leeds. Now down the left side here. Can they get another attack? It's a 4-on-3. Down to the winger. And Hanley has scored. Hanley has grounded it. There was a little bit of help of Warrington players trying to hold him up, but he couldn't hold him down for long. And with just under 9.5 minutes remaining in the first half, it is now 16-6 to Leeds. That's Ash Hanley. That is his second try of the season.
Back in the side tonight, getting his 80th try for the Leeds Rhinos. And it all started at the other end of the field, didn't it? Just how quickly the tempo and the momentum changed here.
So very interesting to say the very least. It's still very close. I still think Warrington can definitely come back here, but yeah, very good bit of play here. It's the second time they've got a try. Leeds have gotten a try down that left side. Yeah, it's beautiful strength there by Hanley. So now a conversion here. This conversion will be relatively near the sideline here, so it'll be definitely the most difficult kick of the match so far. This kick from Martin now to make it 3 from 3 from the day.
Beautiful skill from the Rhinos. Trickiest kick of the night for Reece Martin from out wide. And Leeds buzzing with confidence.
So here's the kick, and he has absolutely nailed it. A brilliant kick there by Martin to make it 3 from 3, and it's now 18-6 to Leeds with 8 minutes remaining in the first half. And there's a go off there by Warrington now to continue the game. Definitely feel like it's starting to think maybe Warrington may need a try to actually still keep the momentum of the game going. With this being even, or it could just turn into a big whitewash. But I mean, the NRL thing of Leeds just running away with it. So third tackle now for Leeds. Now they're on their 30. And this will come now the fourth tackle. It's the number 10. It's Pryor. But it could be a strip here. But number 16, it was Walker trying to strip it, but it doesn't go through. So still going now, Leeds. So Mella now makes it to the 35 inside of the half for the last tackle. And the ball will go out into touch. Still just inside the 10 for Warrington. It was a little bit odd how to have I mean, it made sense why the Warrington player did jockey it, so it's a Leeds player didn't pick it up. Oh, there's a cock up here now as Leeds have gotten the ball back, actually. Inside 10 metres away from the try line, Leeds have gotten the ball back. And just like here, a try here would put the game in a very interesting situation. And that's a big, strong tackle there for the first tackle. Just 1 metre away from the line here, now Leeds. Now Leeming now. So Louis now. Louis trying to break through. But Louis will get brought down 5 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. Leeds with a brilliant chance to... Dwyer! Just short of line for the third tackle. Now down to the left side. So they've gotten 2 tries before. But Pryor beats 1, beats 2. But will get held up 5 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. They need to keep these... Oh, it's a big thing! A wide pass! And Warrington are through here, but they've got chasers coming in now. The number 4 King with a brilliant intercept. And hang on, the whistle has sounded. Oh, and it was all for nothing as it's a Leeds penalty 5 metres away from the try line for an offside call. What a brilliant run and take that was for King, who ran 60 metres, but it's all for nothing as it's come back for a Leeds penalty. It turns out he probably might have been offside. Oh yeah, he started early. He was actually offside. A brilliant intercept, but he was offside. Very unfortunate there for King. So now with 4 minutes remaining, another set of 6 coming for Leeds in the try, in the 10 meter. But the thing is here is if they get another try, then it's going to be a 3. Are they going to go for the try or are they going to go for the kick?
This is an interesting decision as well from the Rhinos. They're going to take it more than 2 scores. Take the 2.
Okay, interesting development here as Leeds are going to go for the 2. They're going to go for the penalty goal. Very interesting as to like why not get, but this will make it a more than 2 try lead. But I don't know if they did get another try. It's odd. It's very odd. It's like if they go for the try and then they get the conversion, it's a 3 converted try lead. But this here, it's a kick out. This for Martin to make it 4 from 4 from the day, and to make it 20 points to 6 with 4 minutes remaining. And here's the kick, and the conversion is successful. So with 3.5 minutes remaining, it is 6 points to 20 in favour of the Leeds Rhinos.
There will be a response from the Warrington Wolves because this is a free-scoring, free-flowing, confident side in their own right, and 14 points is a really interesting tactical margin. I think that's a smart piece of play by Leeds.
Okay, so the kick-off here now by Thewlis down to Leeds. So you have got 3.5 minutes remaining, and we're underway again. So Leeds now with the ball. And now that's Sutcliffe, who's now brought down on the 10 for the first tackle. And here's the second tackle now for Leeds as they make it to the 25 inside of their own half. And now here's the third tackle. That's brilliant post-contact meters. Makes it to the 35 for the third tackle. And now here's one of the Briscoe brothers now making it to the 45 for the fourth tackle. And it's a quick play here. And that's Louis now, 45 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for Leeds. And they're going to go for a low grubber kick, and it's going to go out on inside the 10. And it'll be a turnover here for Warrington. You'd have to think that Leeds would probably only have one more possession after this. Here's the first tackle now for Warrington. It's on the 15 now. They might get a little bit of play right at the end of the match. But second tackle now for Warrington on the 25. But I may feel this will be the last full set for Warrington this half. So here's the 35 now for the fourth tackle. They're going to go down the left side here, Warrington. Oh, and it's going to be, and just like that, it's a knock on by Warrington. And now Leeds have picked up the ball. It's Martin who will get to the 45 away from the try line. And now with 90 seconds remaining in this half. Now, where are you from? I am from Australia. I'm from New South Wales, Australia. So, 30 metres away from the try line now for Leeds on the third tackle. So, 20 metres away from the try line now, fourth tackle. I'm from Warrington. Oh, yeah, big ups. And then Leeds try to get a pass down the sideline, but it's a good held up tackle there by Warrington. They're trying to get an offload, and he's going to be dragged out of play. Good defense there by Warrington. And now with 30 seconds remaining, Warrington will have like 2-3 tackles. Oh, it's actually a knock on by Leeds. I live near the stadium. That's pretty cool, man. Oh wait, it was a knock on by what's happened here? So apparently the knock on was against Warrington actually, but there was actually an obstruction there by Leeds. So it looks like here Warrington are going to take the kick here. Who do you support because you're Australian? Oh, it's a very early kick here. Hang on by Warrington. And the bounce. It's been knocked backwards. Warrington still have the ball. They're 30 metres over the try line. But the ball will go in anyways. And that will be half time. Who do I support because I'm Australian? I support the Newcastle Knights in the NRL. I don't have a team in the Super League. I do like Jake Mamo though, former Knights player. This is possible. Kinsey J1, please, I'm friend. Sorry. So there it is. We are at half time now. 3 tries to 1. I'm gonna take a just a little bit of a oh, hang on, I just realised I need to fix up the half. A little bit of a halftime break, just like a couple of minutes, and we'll be back on for the second half. But we'll be back for the second half. Can I show the game? No, I can't due to copyright. Super League. The Sky Sports will just take the stream down like immediately, so I can't show the game unfortunately. But yeah, I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll be back for the second half. here we are. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, we are back now for the second half for for Warrington and Leeds. One thing that would like to be seen happening is obviously, I think Warrington definitely need to be the first try scorers, because if Leeds do score the first try, then it goes up to a 20-point lead, and it might be unassailable for them, unfortunately. But a lot of things to tell from the second half as both teams now coming back onto the field. So it's going to be the Warrington Wolves kicking off. They're going to be running to the screen left. Yeah. And here's the kickoff. We are underway for the second half, and Leeds will receive the ball first. And that is Pryor, who is going to be dragged all the way back from the 15 to the 10 for the first tackle. Brilliant momentum there for Warrington. And here comes the second tackle now for Leeds. It'll be on their 15. Leeds are still in the 20 now. They're just on it now for the third tackle. Now Louis trying to break through himself. He'll be brought down on the 30 for the fourth tackle. It's calls for a forward pass, but it looks all okay. As Hurrell now gets to the 45, last tackle. Here comes the kick from Leeds. And it's going to be picked up here by Warrington. And brilliant run there as they Warrington get the first tackle now on their 30. A 20-metre gain on that first bit of play. Man, I put a random bet on Warrington. Are they winning? Currently, they are 14 points down. Basically, 2 tries and a penalty, converted tries and a penalty goal. And it's just gotten worse because there is a knock-on by Warrington 40 metres away from Leeds' try line. So now set at 6, and a try here for Leeds may put it all out of doubt. So here comes the first tackle for Leeds, as that's the number 18, that is Holroyd, who is now 30 metres away from the try line. Oh, it's a high shot. It's going to be a penalty now for Leeds. It was a very high shot there by Thulis. Sling around the neck. And that is, I believe it was a report, because I do know that a sim bin, it's the card. They have the cards. Just high, but with the with the current crackdown in the governing bodies of the NRL and the Super League, it's one regardless. So now with Leeds, now are they going for the kick or what's happening? Are they going for the okay? Leeds again now going for the 2. This to make it 22-6. Very very interesting decision here. So here's the kick from Martin, and it's gone straight down the middle. So 3 minutes gone in the second half. It is now 22-6 to Leeds. So it is currently a 16-point lead. So 2 converted tries and an unconverted try separating. Basically, they need Wolsey to score 3 converted tries to be ahead. And here's the kickoff there from Warrington, and Leeds will pick up the ball. And Leeds will get brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. Oh, solid hit there by the number by the number 20 of Akuola. Very, very solid hit. But now here's Pryor now making it to the 30 for the third tackle. Trying to go to the right side here, and it's almost a breakthrough gap there. And it's going to be another high shot penalty. It was Dwyer who made a breakthrough run. Lee and Warrington need to be careful because that's 2 penalties in a row that they've conceded. They need to be careful. Especially Dwyer break through the gap. Akiola wraps around his ankles. And then it's a big high shot there coming down. I mean, it was accidental, but high contact regardless. And so now Leeds will now pick up the ball 40 metres away from the try line with a full set of 6 to potentially make this to get the first try of the second half. That's number 18, that is Holroyd, who's now 25 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. And Miller now with some attack. Miller was is one of the try scorers for Leeds. And they're going to go down the right side now, Leeds, for the third tackle. They're inside the 10 now, Leeds. They go down to the left. And Pride with a pass back in, it's a kick. And it's now Warrington inside the goal mouth. Mamo tries to get a pass off. And it's incredibly risky. Almost a massive brain snap there as Mamo picks up the ball from that kick and then runs around. Oh, it's been knocked down by Leeds for a 20-minute restart. I don't know what Mamo was doing, but it's come off for them due diligently. And there's a 0 tackle onto the 30. And now Charlie now making it to the 40 inside of their half for the first tackle. Warrington need to calm down a little bit. And now here's the number 8. This is Hill. Good contact meters now inside of Leeds half at the 40 for the second tackle. And now Akualo now with another good post contact meters now. 25 metres away from the try line for the third tackle now. Now Hill, that was a high shot. And it's going to be a penalty to Warrington as their fans were calling for an offside penalty twice, and now they actually get a penalty for a high shot. So it's going to be a tap here for Warrington, 15 metres out from the try line. They desperately need a try here. That's Akualo now, a few metres away from the actual try line itself. Oh, in the pass, that looks like... And it's going to be another penalty to Warrington for an offside as Liu was offside when he made the tackle. Again, Leeds need to be careful as well because they can't give away too many penalties down this end either. Or they could get a player sin binned. As Matt Pryor now is he's being seen by a team assistant. He doesn't look all right. Looks all good, so they should start this at any point. Warrington now waiting to play this new set of 6. They're going to just tap the ball and run. So Philbin now 5 metres away from the try line for the first tackle. Ratchford, they've got numbers. Oh, and it's almost a brilliant interception, but it's a knock on by the number 5 of Handley. So it's going to be a knock-on. It was a knock-on by Leeds, so Warrington get another set of 6. So Warrington need to score off this. So here's the first tackle. And it's a strip by Leeds. It's going to be a penalty for an illegal strip. There was 3 players in the tackle. Surely the Leeds need to get a talking to by the referee, because that's 3 penalties in the space of a couple of minutes. I feel like one more and it's going to be a sin bin. So here's Hill now for the first tackle. It's another set of 6 here for Warrington. It's Charge Akualo, and he's held up about a metre away from the line for the second tackle. Clark now gets brought down straight off dummy half for the third tackle. Ratchford now tries to get an offload. He gets an offload off. Thewlis now inside the 10 for the fourth tackle. Clark. Oh, and it's knocked back. And it's a lost ball by Warrington. So 4 sets there. 3 from a penalty, 3 from penalties, 1 from a knock-on. And all those chances go begging as Leeds end up with the ball. It's stuff like that that can decide a match here. And now Warrington going for a strip, and it's going to result in a penalty for Leeds. So yeah, a lot of frustration coming currently from the Wolves faithful and the players. So now Leeds now getting to the 35 from the penalty kick, and the first tackle here on one of the Briscoe brothers, making it to the 45, still inside of the of their half. But now this second tackle will actually bring Leeds into the opposition half. So Donaldson now, the number 25 from the bench, will get to 35 metres away from the try line for the third tackle. So now here's the number 25. I think it's Donaldson again now, 25 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. Now it's actually O'Connor, the 26. Now Louis gets a pass to Martin. And Martin almost getting an offload there. 10 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for Leeds. And it's an offload. It's a legal one, but Leeds are going to get held up 5 metres away from the try line. It's going to be a turnover now for Warrington. What a very interesting first 10 minutes of the second half we have seen so far. And here's the first tackle now for Warrington now on the 15. The fans are starting to get a bit frustrated as Prize now come off the field and Holroyd's come back on. And Thompson. So Warrington now still playing around with the ball. They're going. This is the third tackle now. Warrington now on their 25. A pass-through gap here, and it's the number 17, I believe, actually, for Warrington. Oh, still going here, Warrington, and there's a throw of a gap here. Can they get a pass off? They've got a pass. It's a number 6, and Austin. What a play there by Warrington. First tackle, and they go 60 metres to the 10. Now King gets an offload now, and it's a try for Warrington. What a beautiful bit of... Hang on, is it? It's going to go to the video ref. What's up, Ron? What beautiful play there by Warrington. Goes 80 metres, I think 60, 70 metres to the first play, breaking through the gaps. But the on-field decision is a try, but it's going to the video ref to see if it was grounded. Well, it's a high shot anyways. He's short. He's short of the line when it first hits the ground. And it's under the line here, short. So that brilliant break there is going to be held up just short, so Warrington will get the ball back. But what brilliant play there so far. Nope. He's held. He's short. Okay, so they're saying it's inconclusive evidence to override the try. So there's to see if it was actually grounded or it was short. But it also could be a double movement because the ball did hit the ground. Oh, I'm not. Or is it just momentum? Big decision here from the video refereeing to and to decide what the try will be. Here we go. The video refereeing decision. It's no try. So I believe it's, and it's not. Hang on, the whistle sounded. It's not Warrington's ball, so that means that it's Leeds penalty for a double movement. That was absolutely brilliant play there by Warrington, but unfortunately. But from the double movement, it was a penalty. And so now Leeds will pick up the ball on their 35 to get a full set of 6. That was actually very unfortunate because it was actually a brilliant bit of play there from Warrington to get down the field. Now Martin will take the first hit up and get to the 40 for the first tackle. And now Hurrell now making it onto halfway for the second tackle. And now down the left side comes Leeds, and that's number 15. That is Sutcliffe now, 30 metres away from the try line for the third tackle. And now here's Mellor, who is now 15 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Now they're going to go down the right side here, Leeds. Leeds almost breaking through here now, 5 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Leeds. They're going to try to shift down the left side. And it's going to be a knock on here by Leeds, I believe. But yeah, the player that got held up just shy of the line tried to ground it and it popped out. Oh, hang on. That looked like a bit of a high shot. Oh, he tries to go for it. He's just short of the line. But looked like a bit of a high shot there, but it's all good. So Warrington now with the ball. There's an offload here from Hill. And now Warrington will be brought down on their 15 for the first tackle. And now here's the number 2. That is Lynham, making it to the 20. And now that's Curry now, making it to the 35 for the third. So Hill now, 40 on the 45 now for the fourth tackle. Warrington will now make it into Leeds half. So Cooper will get brought down. 45 minutes away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. They're going to go for the run here. They've got numbers down their wing. Can they break through here? They've got an offload. They're still going here, Warrington. They're inside the 10. They're going to pass off. It's fallen backwards. And it's been picked up by Leeds. It's Mellor again. But hang on, there's 2 Leeds players currently on the ground. Desperation defending from Leeds, but it's so far working. Rhinos winning. Yes, Nicholas. Rhinos are winning at the moment. 22-6. The tries coming from Mellor, Louis, and Hanley. Another brilliant play that goes begging for Warrington, and Leeds are hanging on, but they do have 2 players currently on the ground. Yeah, so one of the players is still down at the moment as time has stopped at 55 minutes. Oh, hang on. Just realised that the 55 minutes and 4 seconds. Looks like there's a HIA currently going on at the moment. So it's the number 15 at Sutcliffe. So Leeds will get possession back now. I bet on Warrington. You're not the Nicholas. You're not the only person who's actually bet on Warrington tonight. There's I think there's 2 other people who have also put money on them for this. But yeah, so second tackle now for Leeds to make it to the 25. And here's the third tackle now. They make it to the 30. And our fourth tackle now. Leeds make it to the 45. Just that, still inside their own half now. Now Louis gets it off to Hurrell. And Hurrell powering through and gets into Warrington's half now. 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here. Louis with a bomb. It's a brilliant bomb. I don't know the rules and I don't speak English. Right, how do I explain? So, a try, when they score, it's 4 points. Conversions to 2 points. It's just need to know is Warrington are losing at the moment. So fourth tackle now for Warrington. They're 45 metres away from the try line. Now they're going to go down. Oh, brilliant step there by Austin. And Mamo now gets brought down 25 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. And it's a very dire pass, and it's resulted in a kick. And it's going to be a 20-minute restart and a 7-tackle set for the Leeds Rhinos. As we've now got 23 minutes remaining in this match. So here comes the first tackle. That's number 24. It's one of the Briscoe brothers. Zach Original, is Inglis playing? No, he's not. I believe he's still injured. He got a knee in something to do with his knee. He injured something against Huddersfield. So don't know if he's out for the rest of the season, but he is. But no, he's not playing. So now Warrington have the ball now, as they get the ball from that knock-on from Leeds, from the 45. And it's passed back, and Warrington are being a little bit sloppy at the moment. So second tackle now, they're on the 45 inside of the Leeds half. Now, 35 minutes off from the try line now. Third tackle for Warrington from the run from Cooper. Now Warrington going to try to go down the right side here. As Steelers now getting held up 20 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. Cheers for the update, man. All good, Zach. So now 10... Oh, it was held and he's brought down now. 10 metres over the try line now. Warrington trying to run it and upended, and it's another turnover. It's just Warrington can definitely get into an attacking mindset, but it's just they can't finish. The majority of the actual plays, it just hasn't gone through. So now here's Hurrell now for the first tackle for Leeds. It gets brought down on the 10. As we're about to cross into the final 20 minutes of this match. And I feel like if Leeds score a try, score the next try, I actually believe will be game over in my honest opinion. I don't think Warrington have the capability of coming back. But there's a chance here, as Leeds have knocked it on, and now Warrington have gotten the ball 30 metres away from the try line now. That's number 8. That is now Hill, but getting it to the 25 for the second tackle. 25 away from the try line. And now Cooper now getting some runs, and he's now held up 15 metres away from the try line for the third tackle. Dwyer now getting a pass off to Mamo. Mamo is now inside the 10. He's 5 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. Now Warrington going to go up to the left. Ratchford now brought down a few metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Warrington. Clark has gone for a kick. And it's going to be a knock on. It's knocked on there by Dwyer. So now Warrington get a full set of 6. 10 metres away from the try line. And it's Dwyer now. It's being not in the best of ways at the moment. So what's happened with Dwyer? It looks like his head might have collided with a knee there, trying to pick up the ball. He's back up on his feet, and he's apparently past the HIA, but he's seeing fucking stars revolving around his head by the looks of it. But Warrington now with the ball for their set of 6, and they've knocked it on. That's just been the whole momentum now for Warrington. They got the ball inside the 10 and they just can't score, unfortunately. So now on the 10 now, Leeds will get the ball back. And to think they've got a 5-game winning, I think it's like even more than a 5-game winning streak at the moment now for Warrington. But it all could come crushing down here at the hands of the Leeds Rhinos. So second tackle now for Leeds on the 15. And now Hurrell now making it to the 25 for the third tackle. Now it's a fourth tackle now. They make it to the 35 now, Leeds. That was number 26. That was O'Connor. And there was a kick there by Leeds for the last tackle. It's gone out on the full. I understand yes or no. You think King T goal? I don't understand, unfortunately, Samir. So is that Archeola? But anyways, Leeds now 25 metres away from the try line now. Second tackle. No, Ratchford gives it off to Hughes. Now 20 metres away from the try line. Third tackle now for Warrington. They need to score. Now Cooper now. Inside the 10 now for the fourth tackle. Oh, and it's another knock on. That's just been the unfortunate thing here for Warrington, is just they keep getting the ball inside the top into the 10 and just keep knocking it on or losing it. It's not going well here. It's now Leeds now on their 40 for the first tackle. Oh, do you think? Do you think King will score a try? Not really. And there's a chance here. By the way it's looking, no. I think I know what you're asking, Samir. But it's a knock on here by Leeds. No, it's not a knock on. It's it was a intended offload there by Sutcliffe, but it's been knocked battered down there by Warrington. So I understand your. I think I understand your question now. So none. I don't think King will score. So first tackle now for Leeds. They're 10 metres out now. That is Pryor with the ball. I feel like just a try here with 15 minutes to go for Leeds will end it. So O'Connor now on the 5 metres away for the second tackle. So Thompson now again just short of the line for the third tackle. Now to the right now. Liu gives it off to Martin. And Martin again short of the line now for the fourth tackle. Now they're off from the left. And it's going to be another knock on here. It's another knock on there by Liu. And Warrington will get the ball back on the 15. Warrington needs to score very soon now, if they want the momentum completely on their side. So here's the first tackle now for Warrington. That is Hughes, who will get held up on the 15 for the first tackle, as we're now 14 minutes remaining in this match. Now here's the charge now by Charnley, now making it to the 30 for the second tackle. Now here's the third tackle now for Warrington. They're on their 45 now for the third tackle. And to think it's been a month and a half since Warrington have last lost, and it could be finishing up tonight, as that's Philbin now. Now for the fourth. Have Leeds played well or Warrington poor? I feel like Morley, it's been Warrington have been poor, because there was a period where Warrington had like 4 repeated sets inside the 10, from 3 from penalties and 1 from a knock on by Leeds. And it's just, ever since the second half has started, they just haven't been able to switch on. And now, speaking of which, Warrington have incorrectly played the ball, and now it's a Leeds possession. I think Leeds have done like the fundamentals right, so they're just like they've gotten the job done. What's your prediction for the final score? By the way it's going, I do see Leeds probably scoring one more try, so I think it's going to be 28-6 final score to Leeds. So here's the second tackle now for Leeds. They're 35 metres away from the try line now. So that is Hurrell now, making it to the 25 for the third tackle. One more try here will end it. And they've got to pass out to the winger if they wanted to pass. He tries to get an offload off and it's gone out. Very bad miscommunication there by Leeds. That was a big opportunity there to seal the match there for Leeds. Now Warrington now. This is the second tackle. They make it to the 25. Now it's going to go down to the right side here for Warrington. That's number 23. That's Thulis. He'll get brought down just shy of the 30 for the third tackle. But it's going to be a set restart here for Warrington. So now Warrington now make it to the 40, still inside their half of the first tackle. And now the second will be on their 45. Mamo's just holding on to the ball and he's lost it. It's just not been a good day for Warrington. And now... Oh, anyway, so... Oh, okay, so it was a strip there. So it actually went backwards from Mamo. And then forward from... Oh, it's a chance here. Warrington are broken through here. So Warrington did get the ball back. But it's a penalty here. Thulis broke through there and gets a high shot from the try. I feel like it's going to be a professional foul here, surely, because it was stopping a try-scoring opportunity. So basically, the strip went backwards. So basically, the ball got stripped from Mamo, and that went backwards, but Pride didn't knock it on, so Wolverhampton did get the ball back. Thulis braked in from the pass, and this could change everything. Sutcliffe has been sin-binned. From a high shot that stopped the try-scoring opportunity of Thulis for Warrington, and now Liam Sutcliffe is off for Leeds in the sin bin for 10 minutes, which means, if you look there, pretty much meaning that Leeds have to play 10 minutes, the final 10 minutes, with less a player. Now Warrington now, can they get a pass down the line here? And they do! And Charnley have scored, and immediately Warrington are back in this. So instantly, the sin bin of Sutcliffe has resulted in a try for Warrington. It's now 10 points to 22 with a kick to come. Yep. That's a sin bin, 100%. How's the ref been generally poor on the Super League? This one's been alright, in my opinion. You see all the shit with the Dragons? Yeah, yes, I did. Fucking idiots. I did see about that, Rowan. It's fucking ridiculous. I might actually make a video about that whole thing. So now, here's the conversion attempt here. And he shanked it. And he's missed it. So now, it is a 12-point lead for Leeds. But now, with that sin bin for Sutcliffe, meaning that for the rest of the game, of the 80 minutes, I should say, in case it goes extra time. No, but no, there's draws. So the rest of the game, they're playing with one. So wow, we could have a grandstand finish here. King try, none. It was Charnley. It wasn't King. Oh. The fuck was that? Okay, here we go. 8.5 minutes remaining. We could be here for a grandstand finish. So here's the first tackle now for Warrington now on the 15 for the first tackle. And they're going to go down the left side here, as that's the number 6, that's Austin, who now gets the 25 for the second tackle. Oh, it's almost a breakthrough there. Clark there, almost breaking through their third tackle. They're on the 40 now. Now Warrington now at halfway for the fourth tackle. That's 23, that's Thulis now. Gets brought down. Last tackle, 40 metres away from the try line. But it's a knock on here by Warrington. So Leeds now have the possession. They need to go 60 metres for a try. But they need to just chew out as much time as possible to prevent Warrington from coming back. So here's the first tackle now on the 45, still inside their own half Leeds. And now that's the number 12, that is Martin, now inside of Warrington's half for the second tackle. And now Hurrell now making it to the 40 inside of Warrington's half for the third tackle. So now 25 minutes away from the try line now for the fourth tackle for Leeds. Now Liu now going down a lot down now 10 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Leeds. And it's a grubber kick and it's going to be put straight out. Basically trying to chew out as much time as possible as we've now got 6 minutes remaining in this game. Might be lucky. Maybe Nicholas. So here's the first tackle now. That's number 20. That's Akiola now making it to the 25 for the first tackle. Good meters there. Leeds can't afford to give away any more penalties. Big tackle there by Pryor on the number 21 of Butler. Now Warrington now trying to break through here. And it's the third tackle just short of halfway here. Gentle charge down the line here for Warrington. And they're now 30 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Warrington now, they're trying to switch. Mamo now. Mamo getting the offload. And it's a set restart, 6 more. Warrington now inside the 10. And it's Austin now, just short of the line, but it's a set restart. Oh my god, no way. This is huge. It's a penalty to Warrington, and Liu is sent in the bin. So that means Leeds Rhinos have 2 players in the bin. It must be because it was the penalty. It was the for the penalty and was holding him down. So it's a professional foul from Louis. And now Leeds have to play the next 4.5 minutes with 11 men. A 2-player disadvantage for Leeds. Warrington, if they need to score, they need to score now. Set of 6, 10 metres away from the try line now. So Cooper now gets brought down just short of the line for the first tackle. Oh, it's a dodgy pass, but it's a knock-on by Leeds. Oh, it's a penalty to Warrington. It was an offside penalty against Leeds. So Warrington get another set of 6. Ratchford, and the passes are going begging again. But Warrington still have the ball 20 metres away from the try line now for the first tackle. King now with the ball. And King's now just being toyed around with it. And gets brought back to the 25. What brilliant defence there from one of the Bisco brothers. And Akiola with a stupid decision to kick. And Leeds have gotten the ball. It was a knock on by by Warrington, sorry. And Warrington and Leeds now with the ball, and it's a turnover. So 3.5 minutes remaining. Leeds can now just drill out as much time as possible. And it could just be, that could be the game deciding moment. So with a big possibility of a comeback happening, Leeds are going to be able to hang on here. There's the first tackle now on the 20. And they're going to chew out as much time as possible. I know here's the number 12. That's Martin now had a brilliant game tonight. To the 25 now. And now that's Hurrell now making it to the 35 for the third tackle. Curtis Walker getting chewed up. So now, so here goes, that's fourth tackle. And now Walker now gets past halfway, 45 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for Leeds. And there's the kicker that's going to go straight out. They'll be brought out on the 35 for Warrington. 2.5 minutes remaining. Yes, Leeds have got 2 players down due to the sin bins. Who do I support in the Super League? I don't support I don't support anyone. I haven't watched it too much to actually choose a team. Huddersfield need to score. Not Huddersfield, sorry. Warrington need to score immediately. There's just 2 minutes remaining now. Hughes now 35 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. Now Warrington going to try to go down the left side here. It's a breakthrough here. It's a number 11. Trying to score and he's just short of the line. It was Curry just short of the line now. Third tackle now for Warrington. And it's a kick down the wing. And there's a free player there. And it's a try to Warrington. And Austin has scored. And it's a try. It's 14 points to 22. But with this conversion, it'll be merely a consolation unless Warrington can score from one side of the field to the other with like a minute to go. There's a good bit of play there from Warrington using that man advantage, but I do think it is a little too late. That's not Austin, that's actually Charnley again. It's a double for Josh Charnley. So if Warrington want any chance of as here's the conversion. Rutchford has converted it. So there's 30 seconds remaining. It's 16 to 22. Warrington will have to go to the other side of the field in 30 seconds and score, and then convert to make the game level. So Charlie now actually is saying he's got a bit of a wrist problem at the moment. He is clutching it. So, 34 seconds exactly remaining.
And they have the capability to do something like that in the last 30 seconds of a game. I'm looking at the numbers on the stats board here. 16 handling errors from the Hawks side. There's 11 Leeds players on the field.
So Warrington now. Here we go. Akawala now getting the first tackle now on the 15. There's 20 seconds remaining. Set restart now for Warrington, but I don't think that anything really matters at all. Austin getting a pass off, and it's a knock on by Warrington. And Leeds will hang on with the time coming down. The Leeds Rhinos hang on. Final score 22 to 16. It could have been a grandstand finish there. But going down to 2 players, Leeds hang on. And the winning streak here from Warrington is officially over. And the Leeds Rhinos get a very solid win as they continue their charge to get into the playoffs. What a game! It did definitely turn very close, but I do feel that if Warrington, because there was like 16 handling errors there by Warrington, so was a bit of a very sloppy game, but Leeds do come out winners. And yeah, so that's going to be the end of the stream. Thank you very much for anyone who came out and watched. And I don't know when the next Leeds game, next Super League game will be, but I will look out to it and then definitely do it. And yeah, so thank you all for watching, and I will. Yeah, great ending.